Good morning. Welcome to 4 Acres. It has been a minute. It is now late summer and I need to get things done before the school year starts rolling. The mosquitoes are awful. It has been pouring rain forever. We have a little bit of blue sky right now, you can see up there. As I get older and older, I've realized time is not something you can get back. As the great philosopher of our time once said,
life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it.
I've realized that by making things more efficient, it saves me time in the long run. This workbench comes up to my ribs. That's because the guy that lived here before me had gigantism. Super tall, and he built this for his height, which was great for him, I'm sure. The project of the day is to clean the garage. How does one clean the garage? Cleaning is not something I'm very good at. Ask my wife about it, she'll tell you. Step one of cleaning the garage today, everything over there needs to come out over there. We're gonna take it all apart, take the bench apart, and then rebuild it all. When cleaning something like this, there's a few things to keep in mind. Number one, you're gonna be throwing stuff out all day long. Just be prepared for that and be okay with it. Number two, you don't need to put everything away. There's nowhere for it to go yet. However, it's important to pile things in different places. There's gonna be a bunch of stuff in here that I need to take inside the house. So I'm gonna make a house pile. There's gonna be a bunch of stuff that I wanna keep. So I'm gonna have a keep pile. And there's gonna be a bunch of stuff I throw away. That goes in the trash can. And as you're making your piles, put like things together. I found 4 tape measures. I'm gonna put them all in the same place so I know how many tape measures I have when I'm building new places for everything to go. I just found the wrenches for the table saw. These are gonna go on the table saw, which you're sitting on right now. Here's where things start to get tricky. I have a bunch of old chainsaw chains. I always imagined I would use them in some art project in some way, or I don't know, in something that I could sell. So I'm gonna set these to the side. If I can come up with something to do with these, by the time I'm done, I'll keep them. If I cannot come up with anything to do with these, they're going to the dump. Another table saw wrench. Never gonna run out. And if you've been here for a while, you know I'm not getting rid of these. Chainsaw rule applies to this. I was gonna do something with it, make a picture frame, something, I'm not sure. If I can come up with something to do with this, by the time I'm done, I'll keep it. Otherwise, going in the trash. This too has sat here since I moved in. I always thought it was an old lawnmower blade. It is not. I don't know what this is for. Don't think I need to keep it though. Also going to the dump. Hey look, another table saw wrench. Oh, that stretch feels so good. Who remembers Estes model rockets? Shout out to the 80s kids. This is all stuff of mine from when I was a little kid. I really should try to put it all back together and see if I can't launch a couple rockets. This was a remote controlled boat that my dad and I built when I was a little kid. We never had a chance to really finish it. I wonder this winter it would be a good project to try to finish this thing up and actually make it look nice. Let's see what I can do. These came off an old like 1940s walk-in freezer. They're super cool, super heavy. Not sure what I'm gonna do with them. They go in the pile of, if I don't have an idea by the end of today, they get sent to the dump. I try to always have little old Tupperware containers around that we've lost the lids to or we don't use anymore. Perfect for holding screws. Hey, 1 down, 1 to go. Are you okay? We've got to take this whole frame apart and then we're going to drop it down lower. I think I made a mistake. My mistake is I put a bunch of stuff on this. Now this set of drawers is sitting on wheels that I did a while ago, but I'm kind of thinking it would make way more sense to have this mounted underneath here permanently. There's no reason to have it on wheels to pull it out. That doesn't make sense anymore. I have a table saw table that I want to bring out here, and I'll probably use those wheels with it. I need to clean that off, get all the drawers out. I'm thinking I like this height though, so whatever this height is, that's pretty much what we're gonna go with for this guy. How do you know you're working hard? When you break your Phillips head screwdriver. I'm gonna make the height of this workbench 35 inches. That will allow this to sit underneath here and back a little bit so I sort of have a toe kick. Making progress. Got the vise off of here. This is now free. The deck on. I've started to put drawers back. I've been trying to figure out how I'm going to start putting things away so that everything has a place. I'm going to do a smaller shelf right here under the window. I had a piece of scrap wood from I don't know what. So we'll use a couple of those triangular brackets and we'll mount this right here. And remember this piece of metal? Well, check this out. If I put this right here and the holes fit on the studs, I can hang all of my pliers. Way to a much more organized garage here. I didn't have a chance to finish everything, but it's getting late in the day. Kept having to stop to do some other things. Turns out you still need to do life when you want to just work on projects all day. Got our drawers here. I've got my vise mounted here on the end. I have all my hammers here. That piece of steel worked perfectly for all my wire cutters and pliers. Screwdrivers is a single piece of wood with some holes in it. I built a little shelf here and then with a lip on it to hold things in place with all of my tape measures. Turned out we had a lot of tape measures. Built a shelf here. We've got our paper towels and parachute cord. Sockets up here. Charger for the drill. Eye Pro and Ear Pro. Clamps, more clamps. Trash now fits underneath the workbench. I've got my air compressor basically where it was before, pretty close to it. The generator is now shifted over from there, which tends to be, there's more sawdust usually on that side of the garage, so hopefully it won't be quite as dirty. I took the plywood top that had been on that thing and I built myself one more shelf to have a little more storage there. All in all, this is way better. I'm gonna need to add a little bit more lighting. I know you can buy like LED bars that sort of match the old fluorescent style, so I might do two, one on each side. I still have work to do on this thing. To recap, how do you clean your garage? Number one, take everything out. Number two, make a place for everything. Number three, put it all back. Number four, go to the dump and toss all the stuff you don't need. Thank you so much for hanging out with me here at 4 Acres on a summer day. I appreciate each and every one of you. Always do the best you can with what you've got, and I'll see you around. Take care. Don't eat the spray foam. Don't eat the spray foam. Hey, hey.
It's not a worm.
The R value of my chickens is amazing.
Let's do it. Oh, good off. Get off. Bunker, that's not okay. Go get a drink.